1300 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister has felicitated the Federal Board of Revenue for achieving an increase of 35% in revenue collection during the last month. The Interior Minister says the government has completed legislation to hold the next elections through electronic voting machines. In the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism martyred 2 more youths in Pulwama district. The United Nations has warned that without quick and decisive action to address the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, the region risks plunging into new violence. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan has felicitated the Federal Board of Revenue for achieving an increase of 35% in revenue collection during the last month as compared to November 2020. Sharing a graph of Federal Board of Revenue and Tax Collection in his tweet today, he said that tax collection has increased by 37% during the last 5 months as compared to the corresponding period of last year. The President, Dr. Arif Alvi, has urged the investors to take benefit of government's construction package. He was addressing the concluding ceremony of Pakistan International Property Expo 2021 in Islamabad. He said Pakistan has adopted a very liberal investment policy to ensure a favourable business climate, specifically in the construction sector. The President said development in the construction sector will stimulate more than 50 allied industries, create job opportunities and reduce poverty. Quoting examples from the Islamic history, he said following the golden principles of Islam, investors should invest their money instead of accumulating it. The President said export-oriented industries should be promoted to increase revenue for the country. He also stressed the need to utilize local human resources for development of the country. The Minister for Information and Broadcasting, Chaudhry Fawad Hussain, says the Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz and Pakistan People's Party have no agenda or program. In a tweet, he said merely criticism does not bring you success, as there should also be an alternative agenda to attract the people. The minister said instead of having desired to remove the government, the two parties need to present their proposals about reforms. The Interior Minister Sheikh Rashid Ahmed says the government has completed legislation to hold the next elections through the electronic voting machines and provide the right of franchise to overseas Pakistanis. Addressing an event in Rawalpindi this morning, he said the use of electronic voting machines in the general elections will ensure free, fair and transparent elections with credible and accurate results. The minister said all Pakistani citizens living abroad will have the right to vote in the next general elections and hence will play a vital role in decision making. The Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting, Farooq Habib, says there is no restriction on ministers to visit abroad for attending important conferences. Talking to a private television channel, he said the Prime Minister has asked the ministers to focus on their constituencies for showing better progress and avoid unnecessary visits to foreign countries. The Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi has stressed that the developing countries must be provided with adequate financial support to address the challenges of debt and climate change amidst COVID-19 pandemic. Virtually addressing the annual meeting of Ministers for Foreign Affairs of the Group of 77 in China, he said there should also be an equitable financial and trade architecture. The Foreign Minister said Pakistan will work with the group to promote a common development agenda for the developing countries. In the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism martyred 2 more youths in Pulwama district. The youth were martyred by the Indian troops along with paramilitary forces and police personnel during a cordon and search operation at Kasbayar area of the district. A senior police officer also confirmed the killing of two youths in the area. The operation was going on till the last reports came in. The United Nations has warned that without quick and decisive action to address the key drivers of Israeli-Palestinian conflict, the region risks plunging into another deadly escalation of violence. This was stated by the United Nations Special Envoy for the Middle East peace process, Thor Wensland, at the United Nations Security Council. Thor Wensland said it is essential that the parties should reduce violence across the Palestinian territories to avoid unilateral steps, including new Israeli settlement buildings. He called for an urgent action to tackle the severe fiscal and economic crisis threatening the stability of Palestinian institutions in the West Bank. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News.